this is Tom. We're going to do something a little unusual today, something I'm not particularly fond of, but we're going to do an unboxing video. Today we have the rare and very exciting privilege to open a box from Intermountain Railway in Longmont, Colorado. And we are going to open a box up and make sure that it is exactly what we want, which is the Santa Fe Southern 93. And you can see that I'm wearing my Santa Fe Southern hat. So let's check this out.
In April 2022, I learned that the Intermountain Railway of Longmont, Colorado was going to make an HO scale model of Santa Fe Southern 93. I reserved mine and waited until April 2024 before it arrived in the mail. Santa Fe Southern 93 started life in 1952 as Louisville and Nashville 414, a GP7. It was later renumbered to LN 2304. It was rebuilt and renumbered to Seaboard Coastline's GP16 4804 in 1982. When the merger frenzy started, it became CSXT 1850 and then moved on to Minnesota Valley 1850, before finally landing in New Mexico as Santa Fe Southern 93 in 1993. The Santa Fe Southern began operations in 1992 after the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe Railway ended operations on its Lamy to Santa Fe branch, and a group of local business people purchased the track to continue freight service in the area. Passenger service was added later on. In 2019, the railway came under new ownership, including George R.R. Martin and entertainment and restaurant business owner Bill Banowski. It resumed excursion operations under the Sky Railway brand in December of 2021. SFSR 93 was painted by Santa Fe muralist Joe Rail Numina in the dragon theme it retains today.
So I assume that means it's pretty well packed. And here comes our box. And check that out. All right, nice box. Santa Fe Southern 93. Look at that. Boy, he's pretty. Very nice secure box. Intermountain Railway Company. Santa Fe Southern GP16. Locomotive number 93. All right, let's open this box up. That's nice and well packaged. Got screws on the bottom of it, which is securing the locomotive in place. All right, see these two screws here on the bottom? We just unscrew those. That will free the locomotive. And you have to be very careful with these handrails because they're really, really fragile. But we'll look at the detail of it a little bit more as in the next few minutes. But right now we're going to check it out. These little handrails, wired, they're not plastic formed. The paint is gorgeous, 93. Little windshield wipers. Look at these little windshield wipers here in the back. Windshield wipers on the front of it. Horn, of course. MU cables on the front. MU cables on the back. The inside of it, I can't really see it because of its tininess, but the inside of it actually has a cab with controls. Has a seat on the other side for the conductor. It's a beautiful little unit. All right, we're going to take the unit upstairs and put it on the programming track.
After unboxing the locomotive, I put it on the program track and addressed it as 93 or 9300 instead of using the default 3. I didn't change any of the other CVs.
We will activate that address. Long address is going to be 9300, 9300, and we're going to activate that address. And then we're going to just get out of here. Okay, so we got location address 9300. Headlight on. That's forward, reverse. Engine starting up first. It sounds exactly like 93 does. Okay, that's the horn. There we go with the bell.
The detail on this model makes it the best looking locomotive I have. Windshield wipers on the windows and doors are perfect, the railings are straight, and the grab irons are real and not plastic bumps. The cab has been modeled, but it doesn't have a crew. The locomotive is equipped with a lock sound decoder with sound and works perfectly. It does indeed sound like 93. The only criticism that I have is that the exhaust stacks in 93 are taller and black. The lighting is very good and includes lighted number boards. The prototype didn't have ditch lights and neither does the model. The cost of the model direct from Intermountain was $271, which included shipping. It was shipped on a Monday and arrived on Thursday. The model was worth a 2-year wait and it will go well with my 2 Santa Fe Southern cars. It looks especially good in front of the Lamy depot. Atchison has announced the production of SFSR-07, the other locomotive that runs on the Santa Fe Southern. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the channel.